From right now, the first polls will be opening for Election Day. So where does the race for the White House stand 1 year out? Cleo Green with us in studio. So Cleo, you're getting a look at some new poll numbers, specifically what we all care about.
Exactly, Kara. A lot of polls were released over the weekend. In fact, one of them shows that voters are not happy with the frontrunners for either party. In fact, it shows here that 3 in 10 voters are more likely to vote for the Democrat or GOP candidate if it were not for Biden or Trump. But look at this one. Former President Donald Trump is taking the lead right now in 5 critical battleground states, being Nevada, Georgia, Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Some taking over about by 10% here if you look at the margins. Also, across the 6 battlegrounds, all of which Mr. Biden carried in 2020, the president trails by an average of 48 to 44%. All right, let's dig into this just a bit deeper and talk about the front runners as well and get into that. At this point, it is really clear that Donald Trump isn't backing down. The former president has skipped all the Republican primary debates to date, focusing instead on attacking Biden's record. In the meantime, White House hopefuls like Nikki Haley, Tim Scott, Vivek Ramaswamy, they are trying to stand out to primary voters right now, while the president is pitching voters on what he says are a string of successes.
I came to office, this nation was flat on its back. I knew what to do. I vaccinated the nation and rebuilt the economy.
I think the party needs a new generational leader. We've lost the last 7 out of 8 popular votes for president, and that's nothing that we should be proud of.
All right, let's talk about what the polls say voters actually care about. In fact, more Americans trust Republicans rather than Democrats to do a better job at handling the economy. And we're talking about issues like immigration, inflation, and the economy. This new poll here shows that Democrats truly care about abortion, health care, and climate change. Kara, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you.